Hi, welcome back to Guardian Angel Resin Creations. Today I am going to do some flowers. I have some new flowers from new molds from Temu, which I am just opening up here. Excuse the rattle. So I have two large peony flowers, a rose, and I think that is a chrysanthemum. So I'm just going to put my papers in the bin here, get them out of the way, and I'm going to work out what I want to do with them. Oh God, I was super gluing something, so I'm just making sure I don't have it everywhere. So I'd like to, I saw recently on, and I can't tell you what channel it was, they mixed a couple of colours together and just swirled it in there. So I think that's what I want to try and do. And then I have worked on a new technique where I get my sealer, which is a gloss sealer, and you can put colours in them. Now, Bill and Nicole have one that is designed to put your mica powders in it, but the one I have got is not designed for that, but I'm going to give it a go. I want to maybe put like a little bit of a sparkle or something in that on the end result. So I want to give it a try. So I was thinking maybe a bit of yellow and pink and maybe a bit of green. So I will find my colours, I'll work out what I want to do, drink my coffee before it goes cold because it's freezing outside today. It's all of a sudden in Adelaide, winter has finally hit, well at least for the next week it has. So I'm going to work out some colours and then I'll come back. Okay, so I have chosen my colours. I have got 300 grams of casting powder, which is the AR400 from Harry and Wilma. Now I have Tecaroos powders. So this one's an emerald green, indigo, and citrus yellow. Please excuse the noise in the background. My washing machine has just decided to empty itself. So I am going to separate this into 3 lots and put the three powders in it. So what I'm going to do, and I have used powders in these before and they do turn out quite nice. So I just want to open them up so they're ready to go because I need to work fast with it. Okay, so hopefully you can see what I am doing. Right, I'll just bring you down out there. Right, now I am going to put 100 grams of my water into my powder, so I'm just doing that off to the side here. So just actually what I'm going to do is put it into one of my little containers. So 100 grams should equal 100 mils. And I'm going to just put that little bit extra in just to make it a little bit sloppier, just a little bit longer to work with. So I'm going to move that out of the way, bring this over here. I'm going to pour my water in, hopefully you can see. Now my container is a little bit small today. I really do need to get a bigger glass container. Maneuver that off the sides, just get that water in there. There we go. I think I'm going to Kmart today, so I will grab a glass container and make it a lot easier. Then I have my inside ones and my outside ones. There we go. Just give that a mix. Just bring the knife through it. It is a lot easier when it is in a bigger container to mix it without slopping it. Go. Get that off the bottom. That back down again. It's definitely easier with a bigger container. There we go, slopped it on my hand. Okay, I'm gonna finish mixing this and I'll come back. Alrighty. So I have finished mixing this up. Really do need to get my other container because this is bendy and I hate it being bendy. It's too hard to work with. Okay, pour some in there. And there. Oops, bit much. Okay, that one in there. It's not going to be even, but it doesn't really matter. Break that out. Rightio, get my spoon and put this powder in. Not too much, about a level spoonful. And go, oops, try not to spill it on the way through. And then my green. There we go. Okay, give it a quick mix. Get all that powder mixed in there. There we go. Mixes in quite well. I think that'll be pretty. There you go, that one. This one mixed in. I just love this purple. Okay. Mix that powder all the way around. Get it all the way down the bottom. Scrape that off. Get our green. Let's move our green over a little bit. Look at this one. This is fabulous. And it works so well in the powders. Get that around. Okay. Oops. Slopping it everywhere, which I don't want. Okay. Probably need a smaller spatula for this, but I like how this scrapes off the edges. Get a bit more of that purple. Bit sloppy. And our yellow. Okay, let's mix that yellow around a little bit more. Now bring these back over. There we go. Now, I don't know how much I need for each of them, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go like that. And I might just do these three first. Pour that in there. Get our green in. Get our purple in again. A bit more in that one. Scrape that in there. Okay. I should have put the tiniest bit of yellow in in the bottom there, I think. There we go. I just want that bit of yellow in there. Actually, I'm going to squidgy that around a bit. Just to get it up on the edges. There we are. Now, pour the rest of that in. That one. And put him in there. Oops, starting to harden. We don't want that. Do not want it to harden on me. Okay, I'll give it a squeeze as well, because it'll get it just moving around that little bit extra. Get that off. Now, give it a bang, because it'll just move it around a bit. There we are. And that one. This one. Get that in the rows there. Squeeze a bit more of that out. Go. I think they're going to be quite pretty. Any more purple? Not really. It is hard to do the different colours. Get the bubbles out of it. Bubbles out of that one. That one. I think we're good with bubbles. I'd love to be able to just quickly make up a tiny bit more of this one. I just might make up 30 grams and just try and just get just a little bit of white maybe in there. That'll do. And then we get a little bit of our water. There we go, about 10 grams of our water as well. Just mix that in. And hopefully we can squidgy the white around in there. That powder. Mix that all in. There we go. Get that in there. Whoopsie, overflowed. Shouldn't have poured so fast, should I? Should not have poured so fast. Here we are. That back in there. Pick that up off the ground. There we are. Just, it stains my thing. I have got a new one of these coming. So I'm just going to just try and maneuver that around. There we are, look at that. Just don't want to make mud. There we are. Beautiful. Now I'm going to put a bit more in there, and I think I'm going to make up about probably 60 grams for this one. So I'm just going to just close my little pouches here. I don't want to waste any of my powder, so I'm just going to just get my 60 grams. Maybe 30 grams in that one, I think. So there we go. A little bit more in there. maybe let's go, I'm going to go 40 grams, and we'll see how we go with that. So then I'm going to put about 11 mils or 11 grams, there we go, of liquid in there, and mix this. If I am boring you at any stage, please fast forward. I don't mind. I do appreciate you all watching. I have some new subscribers, which I was pretty excited about. There we go. I hit the 400 mark about a month ago. I have got 444 subscribers today, so I'm pretty excited. I do get a little bit discouraged when, you know, I make the videos and you only get 20 views, but not everybody likes what I do, obviously. So if you do like my videos, please hit the like button. I know everybody says it, but it will get them out there for people to watch. Otherwise, YouTube just won't put them out there. I'm definitely finding that. So here we go. I think I don't know whether I'm going to need more or not, so hopefully you can see it going into the flour. Probably not. I'll move you back over there. Now I'm going to make up another 10 grams. I'm going to fill this up and I'm going to come back when it's all dry. Got a little bit ahead of myself because I needed the mold to do another one. So I've demolded. Now I should have given it like way more of a shake because I have some air bubbles in it, but I think it turned out pretty good. So I'm just gonna get that bit of over pour off it. And there we go. And I've got my yellow around the edges. Now I wanted more white than the yellow, but I still think it looks pretty good. So it's a super pale yellow. Now I don't have a lot of light outside today because it is quite overcast, but I think the more it dries, the more that white's going to come out. So I like it. I like my little chrysanthemum. It's very cool. I think it's a chrysanthemum. Right, so let's demold our rose, shall we? See how we went with our rose. Okay. Just going to just gently feed that out. There we go. I don't want to break the tips of it. There we are. It's gently. Oh, I've got broken tips. There we go. Oh, lots of air bubbles in it. Wow, I love the colour of it though. That's pretty cool. I do like it. Now I can get a bit of a nail file, I think. And maybe in a better nail file, just file that off. There we go, because it is like it's not dry yet. So I think once it's dry, I can get a few of these little bits out. There we go. Just fix that up. Just get rid of that little sharp bit. You will never know. See, a couple of bubbles around the outside. There we are. Just file that down. Now, look at that. Let's get rid of that sharp bit there. Because They're not perfect. Petals aren't perfect. Flowers aren't perfect. They don't have air bubbles in them, but we'll fix it. See, that one could be a bug bite. Anything. So there we go. There's our rose. Really, really love it. Love the colours in it. So let's see how I think these are peonies. How our peonies went. Now, there we go. I love the noise it makes. Okay, it is quite a soft mould, so just gently go. Look at that. Oh, very cool. I love how we've got the yellow and then the purple. Our green didn't show up, but it has on the out edges. That's a wow. I should have changed the sequence in the way I did that, but how cool is that? A couple of air bubbles, but not a lot. There we go. So let's do number 2. Oh, more green in this one. I think this one's going to look pretty cool. Now, fold it out. There we go. Pop him out. There we are. Nice and clean. Just a little bit of extra in there. It'll shake out. And there we go. Oh, I really like them. I love how I've got a pretty well uniform colour here. A yellow, our purple, and our green. Wow. I think I need to do like a dirty pour if I wanted to swell like this one, but I really like that one. It's got the yellow in the centre. Wow, wow, wow. Now with these I thought about drilling little holes in the centre, probably mainly these ones, and it might work with the rose, putting a little hole. I think it'll definitely work with this one once I get him right. Putting little holes and putting incense in them. Now I do have another project that I did the other day and I didn't video it. So what I want to do is I want to video my new project, and I won't do it with the houses. Just broke a house. So put that down. I had houses to the side where I'd put my extra. So it's like a calendar thing, but it's a candle holder. So you put the little star around the outside of it, and it's got like numbers around the outside. So you put a little star and it tells you the date. So I might just go and grab that, and I want to have a look. So I've just grabbed this. So I'm just going to untie it. So it was Mother's Day the other day, so I did make up Mother's Day things. I didn't sell any of the Mother's Day things, which was a little bit upsetting with the time that I took with them. So I just put a little bit of rose oil in them and just put them on there. So here's my little stars. Now I can change the colour of my stars if I want to. Sorry about the price on the back. So I'll just unwrap them. So you can do your stars any colour you want. And I'll just show you. It's got a little bit of pink tinge to it because I couldn't get the pink out of the mould from a previous pour. Like, you use the resin dyes, the pink is just so strong. I just can't get it out of the mould. So here we go. So we're going to put our, what do we got? We have got today, I think, about the 15th of the month, and we are in May. So that goes around there. I'm not sure whether you can see it properly. So I was thinking maybe having one of the flowers in the centre, because I could just sit him in there. Or and then having the incense sticking out the top of him. Or we can have that one. So either one would do. Little incense stick. These I'd say will be easier to drill. Probably I could do matching stars to the little flowers, so have maybe a green one and a purple or a yellow. So I think when I do these, here's my little star. So I think I might, I've got a little bit of silicone left. I might make up some resin stars and make a little mold so I can make more than one, because it's quite difficult just making one at a time. So there we go. So that's what my plan is to do with that. So let's just demold our other one and put this somewhere safe. I would prefer not to drop it. There we go. So let's just demold this one and see how that one turned out. Let's just give it a clean up around the edges. So I had some leftover white, which I should have put in the star. And I should have maybe put maybe a green in the star, which would have looked nice. So there we go. See how we've gone with this one, shall we? Because I didn't really shake this one. I'm just going to gently feed that out, and I think I've just broken it all. Did I break petals? Just gently feed that up. See, I'm just feeding it up out of there. I did have a lot of air bubbles in it. There we go. But it adds to the character. It's got broken petals. There we go. Look at that one. Bit of green on the bottom of it. There we go. I should have given it way more of a shake than I did. I was trying to rush it. But there we go. I like them. Alright, so I will take these out. Probably not in the sun, because I have no sun. And take some pickies for you. And I want to just say how much I appreciate all of my lovely subscribers. All 400, and I had 446 subscribers. Cannot tell you how much I appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. It's free. Hit the like button. Like button will get me out to more people, because YouTube just won't play your videos. And I had like 26 views on one of my last ones, which is so upsetting when it takes so long to do them. But I can't tell you how much I appreciate everybody that makes comments and sends little messages and things like that. So thank you so much. I'll put some pickies up. Hit the like button, let me know what you think, and be safe, and I'll catch you next time. So I have just realised I was going to show you something. So, where's my little spoon? I want to show you, this is my Solid Solutions polyurethane gloss varnish. So I want to show you something. And we're going to do it on our rose, I think. Now, wait. No, actually, no, I'm going to do it on the rose because I need to fix this up. So, I think this is one of the better ones. Wait till these are dry. Wait 24 hours. But I want to show you. I'm just going to put a little bit of powder. A flat spoon with powder in it. So this is mica powder. This is just crystal red pearl from, I call it just CT. You can get them on Amazon in packs. Mine's a pack at 144, and it has 144 different colours. So I'm going to use about, what have we got? 5 ml in this. I'm going to get my spoon, and I'm not organised with this. Let me see. I have a little spatula here. Little stick. Just get my little stick. Oh, without getting it all over me. I'm rushing now. So mix that in there. Perhaps a little bit more. Lean that up against that. There we go. So this is Solid Solutions. It's in Australia. It's an Australian company. So Belmore, New South Wales. I'm sure you could do it with any normal gloss varnish. Oh, excuse the dog over the back. Always seems to feel the need to bark when I'm doing something. Alright, so we have it mixed in. It is quite a thick varnish. So, scrape that off. And now I was going to use quite a big brush, but I might I think I'll use this one today. So, I just want it, like, make sure it's clean. Get my brush in there. Get it all over my brush. And I want to just dab it in there, all in those bits, so that it gets all the way around it. So that seals the whole thing. Go, see how I'm just push it all in there. Around the edges. And it's just going to give it that shine. There we are. Makes it not quite as harsh. It makes it a little bit pearly. There we go. Just get in there, all those little bits. Now you can, if you want to, like you can do your white flour and then you go around the tips and you just go around the tips like that. And it'll put that, that colour on your tips and then go around, like let it dry, and then go around with your sealer again, your gloss sealer, and do the bits that, that you've missed. So I have a piece rose outside, and it normally has pink on the inside and then turns to yellow. So I'm going to do a pink rose, and then I am going to have the yellow tips. And I will do it with the mica powder because I can sort of go out with my mica powder and I can match it to my rose, being that I have 144 containers of different coloured micas, and I also have nearly 2 dozen of the mica powder that I used with this. So I have a very large range that I've got over the past year and a half. There we go, look at the shine on that. So don't do the bottom. You need somewhere for that moisture to go out. So I'm just making sure, and I do hope that you've seen me do all this. There we are. Get it all in there. There we are. So once you've done this, let it dry totally. Come out tomorrow and then give it another coat of normal gloss without the colour in it, unless you want to build the colour up, but I wouldn't. but that's me. It's all personal preference with resin, isn't it? So there we go. Hopefully, maybe I might be able to sell this. It's a little bit discouraging at the moment. You know, you go to the markets. I earned $35 the other day, but get up at, 6 o'clock in the morning to go to the markets. You sit all day and you don't even, nobody even looks at you. A little bit disheartening, but I'm hanging in there. So there we go. I've got a little bit of light out there, so let's go in the sun and let's see the difference between the two of them. So hang on a minute, I'll wipe my hands and I'll come back. Righty, so I'll go out in the sun in the light in a second, but I want to, perhaps with this yellow one, because it's a little bit drier than the other one, I'm not going to worry about the air bubbles. Nothing is perfect. So I'm just going to scrape that down, make sure I get all the excess out, get that powder, and I'm going to get, that brush. So mix it around a smidge, coat it all in there, wipe it off, and I'm going to just go just like that, just to get it on those tips. There we go, look at that. Now, just wipe that brush off again. Now, if I want to, I can go over it with the pearl, or I can just do it with plain clear. Just broke a piece. There we are. Got to be super gentle with these ones. I'm just lightly going over it. Just getting every tip on there. That one, get the broken bits. Make sure there's not too much excess on it. Spin it around, get rid of those big blobby bits. See, I don't know whether you can see, but I'm just going like that, just touching the edges of it. There we go. A little bit more on this side, bit in the middle. Just tap that on. There you go. Bit in the middle. There we go. There we are. Look at that. Beautiful. There we are. Much better. Much better. I like that. There we are. Look at that. Now that looks like a flower. May as well do our white one while we're there. Get it on the brush. And then we're just going to brush this on. A bit much on the brush there. Get that colour on it, because it's not going to be in all the crevices and things. There we go. I love it. There we go. So there we go. Any of your sealers, you could probably do this with. I'm not saying it's going to work, but I'm just showing you that the sealer that I have works a treat. Look at that. Very, very cool. Fast to do. Get the pink on the center. Go. There we are. Look at that. Sort of deepen that pink in the center so that it's coming out. Just get it under there like that. I love them. They are really cool. Shall we do, since we've got the pink, we might as well do the tips. Just the tips. There we go. I don't want it too dark. They're sort of bent over, these ones. Go. Sorry about that. It went from being a quick video to a longer video. I'm terribly sorry. I was trying to do them a little bit faster. There we are. I'm brushing to the side this time, I think, just to get that on there. There we go. And I will do the pearl on this one again, I think. There we go. I'm curious to see the rose. There we go. Get it on all those edges, even down the bottom. So I'm scraping it and then brushing it. Beautiful. A little bit in the center now. Get that pink bit in the center. Bit more. I really like them. That's come up really nice. I'm just going to go a bit of pink on this just before it sets up too much. Okay, it doesn't soak in quite as much because I have sealed it this time. There we go. Now we'll go out in the sun. I'll put them in a little tray. We'll go out in the sun, or outside anyway. So, alrighty. So I have finished them. I've just brought them out into the cloud light, and I wanted to show you. So I've done them all. Hopefully that's not blurry. I've sealed them all. I've even sealed my rose. I thought I would just leave the little broken bits because, you know, they're flowers. Flowers have broken bits on them, have bits where animals have eaten them. So there we go. I bring them in. I just adore how they've turned out. I'll put you back up in the stand. Hopefully you can see. Sorry about my hand. There we go. Bring you down. Clean up my mess. So there we go. So we have the pink around this one. They're still a little bit damp. And then all I did was do a little bit of clear and then realised and put a little tiny bit of pink in the centre. And then put the pearly, just brushed it lightly around the outsides. This one I did the pink and then I did the pearl as well. And then the white, I've done the pink and the pearl. I don't know whether you can see the white. There we go. So there we go. So there's our white and our yellow with the pink. I think they're really beautiful. That would look so nice in a really pretty arrangement Look at how my rose has turned out. So I gently brush the tiniest bit of little pink around. Then I put the pearl on it. Look at how that has come up. I love it. I love how those colours, how those mica powders have come up in this. It's fantastic. So I will definitely be using more mica powders because even they get a shine to them. The mica powders, because they are a shiny mica powder that I use, they shine. So tiny little bit of gloss and they just come up so amazing. So there we go. So thank you very much. I do apologise for making this longer than I had intended. Thank you all. Thank you for my lovely subscribers. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you all. Hit the like button. Let me know what you think. Make comments. The more likes I get, the more people are going to see my videos. So thank you so very much. Be safe and I will catch you next time. Video time today.